favorite guy.
Oh, God, not again. Man, you have some unhealthy fascination with this fucking guy. What is it with you and this guy?
I'm about to sue him.
What are you suing him for?
I got fucking sleep apnea from those fucking pillows.
You should try to find like a few other people. They would say the same thing, that they got the My Pillow and they sleep apnea and came on and like file a class action lawsuit. You can find some scumbag lawyer who will take that case. I promise.
Hey, I know who could do it. Rudy Giuliani. I hear he needs work.
No,
what's going on, everybody?
No, I'm serious. You could do that. You could totally do that.
Should we go back to Mars? Yeah, let's go back to Mars. Yeah, we're in Mars.
Anyway, as long as Mike Lindell isn't there, I'm fucking fine. Know what? You want me to put this on your page?
Yeah. If not, because I don't have my cell phone on me. I left it somewhere else. I feel like shit today. I just slept all day today on the couch, which is, I'm talking about sleep apnea. That's the worst fucking thing is sitting on a couch, sleeping.
Right? Well, at least you're sleeping.
Well, you want to
choking to death or whatever.
It's not really. I'm not 100%. I don't have my hat on.
Oh, whatever.
I got a Yankee hat in every color.
You gotta get off of that too. You're getting too old to be wearing a baseball hat all the time. You're not fucking Fred Durst.
Look, Biscuit. DMX.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, dude, you're 50. Like,
keep on rolling. How old is he? He's 50?
Well, I'm sure people say that about me all the time. It's like,
you had fucking Air Force Ones on when you did your.
Well, I had those shoes for a long time. I got them in an outlet mall. Like the Nike outlet store.
Oh, I would have bought those.
No, that's what I'm saying. I was like, what? And they fit. I was like, oh, they fit. I was like, I'm fucking buying these. And like, I'll never wear them, like regularly wear them, but I wear them on stage.
You make it seem like you don't know how shoe sizes work. Like, oh my God. It's like ruby slippers.
Well, every brand is different. Like some brands you wear a 10, some a 10 and a half. Like Nikes are narrow, they're not very wide. So if you have a wide foot, Nike, you got to get a bigger one than you would normally wear. You know what I mean? Like
I go around the valley looking for
shoes. Aren't like I wear a 10 and that's universal across all the brands. You know what I mean? Like every shoe is cut different and made different.
I think you have very dainty selected feet.
Maybe I do, but
very dainty.
I have found that, or maybe I just have an odd shaped foot. But I've found that, like I said, Nikes are narrow.
Yeah.
So if you get a tight shoe, it's really tight. You know what I mean?
I wanted, when I worked in radio, they said there was an event going on at the Waldorf Astoria, and it was the Autumn Gala for Sound Shore Medical Center, which is in New Rochelle. Hey, Jesse, what's going on? Yeah, Mars is great. And I bought these.
Dry.
No atmosphere.
Very dry. Not a lot of moisture here in Mars.
It's not the type of place to raise a kid. And there's no one to raise him if you did.
Right, exactly.
I never understood the
Right, man.
I like the Shatner version.
Oh, yeah, the Shatner version is awesome.
Mars isn't the type of place to raise a kid.
Right, exactly. No one.
And there's nobody to do it. If you
Speaking of that, he's 90.
He's 90.
Yesterday was like his birthday.
90.
90 years old. I would have told him happy birthday, but I'm blocked on Twitter.
Yeah. Trump won that war.
No, I didn't get blocked from Twitter. Shatner blocked me.
Why would you fuck with Will Shatner?
Because somebody,
he's a national treasure.
You know the fuck Trump memes that everybody was making?
Yeah.
There was one where I was on the screen. It was like Spock and them looking at the screen, and I was on the screen with the "fuck Trump" T-shirt, and I posted it on his on his Twitter, and he blocked me immediately.
Well, he didn't do it. He probably, how these guys have.
Well, yeah, his handlers or whatever.
Handlers.
His handler like blocked me instantaneously, and there was like 500 fucking replies of like, take this down, like, can't you see he doesn't like it? And I was like, and they're all yelling at me, but I couldn't respond or do anything because I was blocked.
No, man.
But I couldn't take it down if I wanted to.
Oh my!
It's like they blocked me so fast.
Guys, if you would have let my friend here just have his little fucking joke.
Right.
In wrestling terms, he put you over, and all you had, you just say to him, "Hey,
That
Bruce."
leads right into what are your thoughts on transgender restrooms? What do you mean transgender restrooms? Like, should they create a third restroom for these people? Is that the question?
Here's what.
Yeah, doing it with Damani.com a few times. Sure.
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 I don't know
Check
what
out my friend's show,
Okay.
Damani Gray,
All right.
who is a doctor, bachelor.
All right. Damani, and could you mention that
So,
we want you to watch
Damani.com.
us? We'll plug doing with Damani.com. You need to tell people, and you need to go to YouTube. Fuck Facebook.
Yeah.
Fuck Zuckerfuck.
Anyway,
Zuckerfuck.
Answer my question. Is that the question? Or do you think that I think transgender should be able to use? Personally, I think the transgender people should be able to use the restroom, whatever one that they want.
Here's my thing on that.
I don't believe this twist that it's some kind of sexual thing.
We're gonna do this like
they just want to creep in the bathroom.
Watch that movie where they're fighting insects on another planet.
Starship Troopers.
Yeah, we're gonna do like Starship Troopers, where everyone just shits in the same stalls. So
right, there is no such bathroom.
No such, Starship Trooper style. So that means your dainty little woman, your dainty little Latina putting on 5 gallons of makeup. She's going to be in the same shitter or sitting next to the same shitter as me, shitting out a Taco Bell fucking $5 platter. It's 7 layers.
Personally, I think that's a lot of trouble to go to build the third restroom.
No, just
I don't believe it's necessary.
Make one universal restroom, and
I was going to say that. Have you ever been to a place that just had a restroom that had the man and the woman on the sign?
Yeah,
it's a universal restroom, right? And that worked just fine, right?
Conservatives think going on.
What? No, that's what I mean. They think everything is a big sexual creep.
No, they think there's some guy with like a boob job and a 5-inch cock getting sucked.
Sure, but that's what I'm saying. Is it's always to them, it's always some sexual thing, and it's like I don't think that people aren't getting transgender just so they can creep around in a women's bathroom. You know what I mean? Like,
hi, my name is Pam.
Now, would a pervert guy dress up like a woman? Pretend?
But that had nothing to do with transgender.
No, but that's what I'm saying is that's a totally different issue. But they get those things confused. It's like the issue of the pervert dressing up like a woman to go into the women's bathroom and creep around is a totally different issue than transgender people. That's a pervert issue.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Period. It ain't got nothing to do with these transgender people. They're just getting, they get the things confused. They tie them together,
Yeah.
They're like, oh, he must want to creep around. Oh, look, you played us again on our own show. You opened up the wormhole.
No, I want to
the show within the show within the show.
Direct link.
Oh, would I have sex with the transgender? That's an interesting question. Because
hold on. You provided an answer for this, actually, on your own page.
I have a bit about it, too.
Well, you wrote, when a foreigner, you took a quote from the Bible, when a foreigner resides amongst you in your land, do not mistreat them.
Yeah.
The foreigner residing among you must be treated as your native born. Love them as yourself.
Yes. For you were foreigners in Egypt. I am the Lord your God.
Now,
it's almost like they never read the book. That's what I said.
I haven't read it page to page, cover to cover. I haven't.
No, I was raised Baptist, so I can't say that I've read every single page. But I
got the gist.
Probably read more than 80% of the Bible. And like I said, there's so many people just pick and choose the parts they want to use that reinforce their own beliefs. Because there's so much shit in it. But would I have sex with a transgender person is an interesting question because
wait. Are we talking about a little have you?
No, I have not.
Okay.
And no, I don't think I would.
Here's the question. Marcus! A woman is a woman is a woman. Wait a minute. Hold on now. Marcus, you just opened the forbidden door. You have gotten down my fucking throat for not calling people who are clearly dudes, women. My thing is this. Do I want to be pissy with someone who is trying to discover themselves? No. Now, in the words of one of our fellow comedians, Ty Rivera, if you want to fucking be a woman, you better look like a woman.
Well, wait, listen. But you would judge them like you judge regular women.
Anyone
You're
else.
like, oh, she hit the wall. Like you say shit about that, about real women all the time.
So,
right? So why would it be any different for a transgender guy you see and you go, oh, look at him.
This is the only
It's just how you are.
question. But no. This is the only. First of all women judge all men. Every time a woman looks at a guy, the old adage is she knows whether or not she's going to fuck him in seconds. So my attitude is this. The only question that remains is when the pants come off, the skirt drops, if there's cock and balls there, what do you do?
I don't do it.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Now, here's the other question, though.
I'm not into it.
You're tongue down the throat. You're getting into it hot and heavy. No. See, first of all, I was being respectful and not putting the person's name out there. Number one.
What happened?
No. So
no, wait, this is something that obviously going on I don't know about.
Right.
You guys are fighting about something?
No, we weren't. There was, see, if I didn't want to put a guy's name out here, that was disrespectful. Bad call, Marcus. And it wasn't even anything specific. One of the comedians decided, because this is going to scroll away after a while, one of the comedians said, you know what, I'm going to become a woman. I'm a woman now. I'm going through a change, whatever. And I said, okay. And one time it was me and this other person there, and Marcus and Blue Amnesia, and I don't know, she's like a burlesque, and we're talking, and I said, oh man, he said the funniest thing, and I pointed to this comedian who is now identifying as a woman, and I get my head taken off not by that person, but by Marcus. It's like, oh, you didn't use the right pronoun. Like, fuck you. You know, I don't look. If the one thing that separates you from man to woman is nail polish, I'm gonna forget. Okay, I don't. My brain is hardwired to see a guy and say use guy pronouns.
Yeah, see, I think people are way too sensitive about this. I mean, things like that happen. They can slip.
Yes, and it's
like one time I introduced said person, and I said, I mean, I've been pretty good about because if someone says to me, look, this is what I want, right, and I say, okay, that's fine, and I try to indulge their whatever they want. So I introduce this person all the time as a woman,
and I didn't want to put their name, and that's why I still did not.
One time at Champagne's, I was drunk or something,
and you said, and
I was like, oh, he's hilarious, you know, and
did they complain? No, probably not. No, and
that
was the thing.
I did say to him. To her,
afterwards,
I was like, I'm sorry, you know, it just,
and that was all. That
they were like, that's not a big deal.
And that was my point. My point was this: what pisses me off about progressive line logic is that why in the fuck are you?
That's what's funny, Jesse. I have a bit about exactly that.
No,
if you didn't know,
what if you fall in love with a girl, you catch mad feels? And she tells you she's transgender.
That's my bit.
That was actually a Jerry Springer
when
thing.
The guy says, "What if you were with a girl and then she told you that she was a dude?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't know what you should do in that situation, but I know what you shouldn't do is stop." Poor decisions have been made. Like that shit happened whether you came or not. You might as well fucking get your rocks off and have a good story to tell.
The butt. There's still a hole in the butt, you know.
I'm just saying, like you're already there at that point. There is no taking it back.
No, but I want to say this for you, and I'll drop this shit on the progressive line stuff. When somebody is expecting, but when somebody is taking offense on behalf of somebody else, you know, I get this little hipster white kids. The fucking black culture, the fucking Asians. This week, 6 Asian women were killed, and 2 who were not. And the guy fucking hunted them down. And you go, and my father comes in, he goes, well, I don't know, because I happen to have MSNBC on. And he goes, I don't know how they're getting this idea. This was just a guy had a sexual disorder. No. Sexual disorder is you go to every massage parlor, you go to every sex shop, this motherfucker targeted specific people.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now, shelf that concept. And as soon as I now hear on the other side, some little fucking 21-year-old little white girl, privileged as fuck, start complaining about, well, the Asian people were marginalized by microaggressions, by horrible jokes about stereotypes of food. Shut the fuck up! Nobody asked you to sit there and take offense on behalf of somebody else.
This is totally related.
Knock it off.
This is totally related. Did you see what happened just yesterday on my page?
Oh, no.
I made this meme about a chick that has an OnlyFans. This chick this is the real story. This chick that I follow on Instagram, she has OnlyFans. She advertises her OnlyFans as just your average mom next door.
All right.
And it made me think about how mean kids are at school. And if some kid
I saw this.
Your mom's OnlyFans.
Yeah, she's a
and
whore.
He'd be at school. Yeah, he'd be like, your mom's a whore. And he's like, no, she's not. He's like, I saw her OnlyFans. And he's like, fuck.
Yeah.
And people were tripping. They were like, oh, this is misogynist. And what are you saying? That if, this girl's on Instagram like, oh, so if you have OnlyFans, you're a whore, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no. Like, that's not the joke at all. The joke is about fucking the kids.
Yeah.
And how kids are brutal and make fun of each other. And how the kid has no comeback. if your mom,
by the way, that was from South Park. South Park did it in the South Park movie. When they go, your mom's a whore, Eric. No, she's not. I saw her Shizer videos online.
Exactly.
Shizer. Ooh, look at that Shizer.
You can't say shit. Right.
Yeah, that's it. Done. Done. That's it. No, but here's the thing.
But that's the point so many people that want to jump and police little thing that you say. You go, everything is not meant to be taken literally all the time.
I'm going to tell you right now.
There are layers to things.
Yes.
And if you don't look for those layers and you just look at the surface and get triggered, then you didn't even get it.
Bruce, you're being too polite. If you don't get it, means you're fucking stupid. Let me tell you something. He's been doing comedy, stand-up comedy a lot longer than me. We know that. Move on. I do jokes. When I do jokes and people say you're angry, yeah, I'm an angry person. I got a lot of problems. I try to vent some of that in the comedy. Now, if I have to sit there every time I go to an open mic and go, now, let me explain something to you for the audience out there. I have some angst. And as in all people, certain mental issues and barriers that I have to overcome.
Then people, I go, if that's the case, I'd have to preface every fucking thing I said all the fucking time.
The views expressed
Let me
by
make this
Bruce
clear
Leonard.
that I do not look down on the sex industry or women in general. This is a joke about children and how mean they are in school. And then, all right, here's the joke. And like, it's not funny now.
Fuck you.
It's not funny anymore.
If I have to explain it to you,
explaining what the fuck you're trying to say, like that's not what the job of the comedian is, to say shit that makes people laugh.
Jesse, she's
to push buttons.
Here's my answer to that. Jesse asked if a girl makes $22,000 a month on OnlyFans, is she a whore or a hustler?
She's a hustler. A whore is an actual prostitute, like works at the chicken.
Hey, a whore can hustle. A whore can hustle because let me tell you something. If you live in Vegas,
she's a virtual stripper.
That's
what she is.
If you live in Vegas, go on to the 15, make the right or the left onto Tropicana, not going towards the strip, going away from the strip, by what I call the Orleans.
Intimate knowledge.
You will see what's called by the ladies the track. The track is from Valley View to the Orleans, and these women walk up and down, up and down, up and down. Now, you would say that's a whore, but they're hustling. Now, that being said, if I'm going to make a joke about that, and I've made many, half of the jokes when you make a joke about a prostitute is me being self-deprecating. It's me identifying, if I make a joke about that.
I know people that are or have been actual whores that weren't offended by that as much as the regular fucking jerk-off person was like, oh my God, this is offensive.
Julia.
Like, you don't even understand the fucking point. I'm not saying that the girl's a whore. That's not the point. I'm saying kids would say that at school.
But you're falling into the trap. You're explaining the joke now. The joke's losing its magic.
I'll do it one
Julia
time.
says it's your mama jokes. Julia, your mama's so fat when she walks down the street, legs talk. Right, you let me by, I let you pass.
Exactly.
Julia, your mama's so fat the back of her neck looks like a pack of Frank. Julia, your mama's teeth are so yellow. I bet you could. Wait, hold on. Your mama's teeth so yellow.
You're Asian stereotype.
No. Mama's teeth so yellow, I can't believe it's not butter. Julia.
Look, I get that we want to change the world.
And
we want to change the culture. I get it. And I'm all for it. And I'm one of the most of my comedy is about that. Wait, is
Oh, he's asking
What
the
if your
same.
ex-girlfriend is only has make it 22? Well, I wish I
Then
would
that's a wonderful
I wish I
girlfriend.
would have married her so I could sue her
Shit.
for alimony.
Sue her for alimony. Fuck, I'll be.
Now, you're making 22 grand a month. I gotta get it on that.
Why would I sue her? I'd be fucking her brains out every night, you know?
That's
Jesus.
X.
Oh, X.
That's it.
Oh.
She's only your girlfriend, so you can't get any of that money. But I'm saying if you would have married her, you could get some alimony. Like, look how much money she's making.
All right, here's what you do. You hit her with the old torpedo. You know what the torpedo is, Bruce, right? Excuse me.
No, but that's
Bruce,
you're
Bruce.
missing the point.
No, Bruce. Bruce. You gotta think real smart. Right? Here's what I would do.
No, she's going down that path. Like, she's a whore. I didn't say that. I never said that.
No. Jesse's saying that. No, here, Jesse's do. Here's what I say. Here's what you do. When
I'm
you go.
so glad to have you. Thank you very much. How did you stumble upon us?
Yeah, that is welcome.
Yeah, welcome. No, but I'm saying is, why do people think that? Like, it's about children and how mean they are at school.
Don't
and
explain that joke anymore.
It's not what I would say. Like, things aren't meant to be taken literally all the fucking time.
No.
That's
but
the
Jesse,
problem.
I'm going to give you an answer and a real
Trigger
answer.
word.
I'm going to give you a real answer to your problem. If you got a $22,000 a month making ex-girlfriend, here's what you do. You go, honey, I'll miss you. Can we fuck one last time? And she's going to go, okay, make it quick. Then what you do is you poke holes in the...
I was getting ready to say that. Then Rob would poke a bunch of holes in the rubber and just fucking fill it up.
I'm going to fill that...
Praying that he knocks her up so you can get some of that $22,000 a month OnlyFans money. Listen, it's a hustle. And that's fine. And I don't grudge anybody for their hustle. What I'm saying is, if you are a mom and you have a kid let's say you have a kid who's 12 years old, right? And he goes to middle school or whatever, right? And you're hustling on OnlyFans.
You're giving this more thought than it needs.
No, but this is where the fucking joke came from. It's not me sitting around going, this chick's a whore. You know, no.
I get it.
And then I don't look at their pictures on Instagram and shit. I do. I don't subscribe to OnlyFans because I don't pay for fucking, what I can get for free.
Forget about fucking OnlyFans. Have you seen what a Tinder account looks like? Some of these women in Tinder are like, I am here for a long time, not for a short time. And they're in a bikini spread eagle. Right. I'm sorry. Let me explain something to you. So
no, there are actual prostitutes on Tinder.
No. But what
there are.
I know, but that's not the point, Bruce. The point is that there was this new idea. See, what you have to understand, women don't get this about men. Men are visual. If you're wearing a fucking thong, but you say that you're not here for a quickie, you're not here to just hook up. Okay. But you're showing a bunch of pictures of you at a pool spread eagle. My brain is going to tell me that is not what you were indicating. Okay. Now, why don't you do anything? Because you're going to be a gentleman. You're not going to do anything. You're not going to sit there and judge. But at the same time, yeah, you judge people. You judge people subconsciously. The first thing that I see is the first thing I'm going to think. And I'm not a bad person for it. If I see you in a mini dress going, I'm not here for a quick time, 5 kids, and I'm not paying attention. The first thing I'm thinking of is, okay, she is fucking dressed in same kind of an outfit that some chick at the casino trying to pick up a guy is wearing. That's my first thought. If you want to put the idea out there that you're some respectable, down-to-earth Christian woman, whatever the fuck, then dress the part. If you want to give me the impression that you are freaky or want to fuck or do something, and that's how you dress, that's it. And that's it.
The point is,
if my wife wants to make an OnlyFans and she wants to make money on it, by the way, we both know a chick in the comic comedians who's married, has 5 kids, beautiful woman.
I don't understand the question.
No, what he's saying is...
No, I don't get it. Is that your wife of 10 years wants to make OnlyFans, and you can't satisfy the needs of the customers. What does that mean? You
let her out. Oh, no, in other words, what he's saying is, if your wife's doing an OnlyFans and they want to start fucking on the camera, do you let some bigger dick son of a bitch come in there and slam your wife on camera?
Well, no, and now that becomes something completely different.
But
that's not like OnlyFans. Like, come and look at my tits.
Yeah,
and that's like come and watch me get cucked out by my fucking wife.
But I don't want to soak
now
up.
You're into full.
I don't want to soak up the show on hypotheticals because that's something that you and your lady. Put the old
right.
Yeah, that's something that you and your lady would have to. You'd have to know your wife. And
why isn't there a porn star named Magnum PI or whatever?
There probably is. You know,
Bring in Magnum. Here he comes in.
well, there is the
He's got a big mustache on his fucking 12-inch cock.
there is Lexington Steel. There is Lexington Steel.
Or shave his pubes so it looks like the Tom Selleck mustache like over top.
Hold on a second. Let's. Should we put the?
No, don't. I mean, I know who he is. I've heard of him. Everybody's heard of him.
Lexington Steel.
Probably.
All right, so
I wouldn't doubt it. Like I said, and again, that's the thing that I didn't understand. It's like most people that follow me or know me or see me do comedy live should know that I'm a pretty open-minded person, and most of my comedy is dedicated to spreading the message that people should be able to be whoever and whatever they want without. Dude, don't do that.
What Jesse's asking is,
right?
If you're white,
no, what I'm saying is, and then for them to misinterpret what I was trying to do so hard, it's like
so hard.
No, really. Somebody said like, "Oh, that's a misogynist." Like I'm a misogynist now. All of a sudden,
yeah.
Like, come on. I'm the biggest promoter of human rights. One of them that you'll see on the internet, probably.
But this is what they see.
That's why people like me and follow me, right?
But exactly. That's what they see.
Oh, baby.
I am the smelly French rapist.
Oh, you want to, baby.
That's what they see.
The original was yes or no means yes, man.
Now XP are not for nothing. Let's be honest here. The whores in Vegas are probably more safe and cheaper than the slutty local girls. Oh, yay!
Maybe.
Oh.
Definitely, probably better medical care.
I say this and it's safe for.
But anyway, what I'm saying is,
they should make
nothing against the sex industry.
I don't give a fuck whatever you do
or what it is.
You do whatever you do. You do whatever you do.
What I'm saying is, if you have a 12-year-old son who goes to school and one of his classmates stumbles upon your mom's OnlyFans, they're going to say, your mom's a whore, and you ain't going to be able to say shit because he could just show his phone and pictures of your mom showing her fucking tits. And you go, well, what are you going to say? What are you going to do?
Nothing you can do.
Nothing. And that was the joke. Not she's wrong
Bruce,
for doing it.
There's a girl that I know.
I always loved Pepe too.
There's a girl that I know that was been into.
Although I did always think it was kind of
she has a daughter now. Right. And for years she wore, you would say arguably slutty outfits. Today, you can't say anything is slutty. Everything is a women's finds a choice. But again, the choices you make have consequences. Go to bed, even if you have the right to do whatever you want, go right ahead and do it. It's going to leave an impression. And one of her neighbors saw me and goes, I'm tired of her dressing like that. She's got a 5-year-old daughter now. And every time that she wants something, she puts on a slinky outfit, and that's sending the wrong message to her kid. And that's when I was like, that's the point. Everything you do, you could do, but you're gonna leave a consequence, and then your kids end up getting into the aftermath of that.
Well, that's what I mean.
That's it.
That was the point. Was like, are you
really
thinking about all of it? It's like thoughts on school shooters. They're fucked up. Like,
yeah.
What do you mean? What
he's just.
There's so many different That's the thing is. Everybody wants to define everything, right? And sometimes there is no definition. Sometimes it's like, oh, this kid was just crazy.
Hey, look.
Sometimes it's like, oh, they bullied the fuck out of this kid.
I don't want to. I don't want to go,
like,
Bruce. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole because the biggest. This is the problem. The problem is trying to explain everything in life to fucking stupid people, and more and more, I'm discovering more stupid people who are progressives. And
that's
Bill Maher.
There's all kinds of
Bill Maher said it the best. You're
getting brainwashed by Bill Maher. That's what I'm saying.
He goes, look, I always considered myself to be a liberal in a classic sense. When progressives say that Jerry Seinfeld's humor is too risque for them, then I have a problem.
Right.
He won't go to college campuses because his humor is too offensive.
I don't believe that's why.
No, he said.
That's what they say, but
no, that's what he
said. The progressives don't like him because he was fucking around with that really young girl.
Who cares?
You'll hear them say that all the time. I don't think it has anything to do with his jokes. If you listen to Seinfeld, his jokes are not fucking controversial.
They're milk toast. They're
right. No, but that's what I mean. So be like, oh,
bland.
he's fucking offending you? Come on. Like what?
Very simple.
What are you, a
if I'm
propagator of airline food?
If I'm 66 years old, and I have a 25-year-old wife, fucking God bless it. Tony Randall, who was in The Odd Couple most famously, when he died, his wife was 29 and he had 3 8-year-olds.
Sure.
And the picture was ridiculous. I have the playbill somewhere. It was this 29-year-old girl with an 8, a 6, and a fucking 3-year-old or some shit, and he looks dirt old. And you know what?
That means that he was still fucking slamming it.
God bless him.
He's 80 years
old. He died late. He almost died in his 90s.
You know what I'm saying? If you had them kids, that means he was banging her at like 80.
William Shatner's 90. I'm sure there's some chick out there who would not mind riding William Shatner.
Well, look at Nicole Smith was pushing that fucking
she wanted the money. She wanted the money.
Around in the wheelchair. No, but I'm just saying. Yeah, they're money people.
And by the way, if some kid,
again, somebody will say, "Oh, you're judging that," you know, like, well, you
yes. Yes. Okay. Let's be real about it. Yes, I'm fucking judging you. Okay, you're fucking 30 years old, riding a 91-year-old oil tycoon. You got fucking triple E's, and you bounce around and go, "I love him for his money." No, I love him. Yeah. You didn't say it. I mean, oops. I meant to say that I love him for his soul. Get the fuck out of here.
The guy probably couldn't even like have a
lucid
thoughts.
He would have to sit there and strap popsicle sticks to his dick to remember what an erection's like.
How do you remember that? I'm saying. He probably didn't even have lucid thoughts. Couldn't even remember who he was.
That was it. She was a whore.
He was like titties.
She was a drugged out fucking whore. She saw that she was about to hit the wall. Think about it. Who don't you hear about anymore? Pam Anderson. She was Baywatch. She was Barbarella. Oh my God, Pam. And then you know what happened? She got older. Kid Rock got older. All these guys got older. But she just quietly.
I do too. I like Bill Maher, but I don't believe everything he says. I mean, I don't.
Thank you, XPR, for that.
I don't agree with him.
I agree with him on most shit, because he's usually on fucking point.
I would say 80 to 90% of shit I agree with, but sometimes he's just an arrogant prick.
Yes, but we all are about something. There's always a subject matter that we're all arrogant about. You are, I am, I don't know what it could be, but there's something that we have a blind spot to, or we know balls to bone. You're not going to tell us otherwise. I mean, you're going to, in this day and age, put a Donald Trump out there, put a Tucker Carlson, put any of these fucks out there that are super arrogant all the time. We can afford a Bill Maher level of arrogance.
It's kind of like I try to do it though. Like the job of the comedian or the host of something or whatever is to present a point of view, right? And if you don't have a point of view, then what's the point? But I try to veer away from the Bill Maher, like this is my point of view and it's the end all be all of everything. You know, like I know everything. No. I could never be convinced otherwise.
Where he fucked up, where Bill Maher fucked up was a senator came from like Indiana, one of those Iowa. An Iowa senator came and he goes, "Hey, I'm still a farmer at the end of the day, Bill."
He tried to be cool,
I'm a farmer at the end of the day, and I think we could get you doing some farm work, and then you'll understand. You'll understand what it means to come from my state. And Bill Maher, this is the way he goes. He goes, "Well, you're not going to get me to work on the field. I'm a house nigger." And he goes, "Hey!" And as soon as he said he went, this.
Right.
And the following week, this was funny because
Ice Cube came on and was like, "What the fuck?
Who told you could say that? Who told you had street cred that you could say that?"
Right.
Hey, yo, Bill. Yo, who told you could come out there, man, and come out there and say drop an A-word, man? You ain't one of those, man. You ain't no struggle, man. You ain't from NWA, my man. You're gay. Sorry.
Well, see, that was my point about yesterday. Like the people who are normally with me all turned against me because of that one meme. No, they didn't turn against me forever, but they were like, I see. They were like, "Oh, this is disappointing," you know, blah, 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 blah. Like, and it's just like, what? You know me.
Yeah.
You know, like, why are you even trying to pretend like I would say something that, you know? Have you ever seen me just make a joke like they're like, "This is punching down"? It's like, what are you talking about?
Oh, shut up. Fucking lunatics. But that's about.
And that's another thing. Like, are we just changing all the rules of everything? Like, I need to know the parameters.
Yeah, I know.
Like, the sluts no longer exist. Can you no longer
What's
say,
up, Adam?
like,
Adam, what's going on?
like if some chick fucks, her boyfriend's friend, like she's not a slut or a whore anymore. Like, that should just be accepted.
If you fuck,
how far are we stretching these rules?
Wait. If you fuck your boyfriend's friend, there is a shelf life of about 3 years of you being the town whore. I'm just saying you brought that on yourself.
No, but that's what I mean. Like, how far are we
If you go to the job interview with your ass cheeks hanging out and I could see the thong for a good year or two, you're the fucking...
Who the fuck's Billy?
He calls... Adam is somebody I know, and he refers to me as Billy.
Oh.
I don't know where that came from.
I was like, who the fuck is Billy?
I don't know. I just...
If I hear one more person say Krusty the Clown, I was at the extreme, and every single time I do something with Jay Rivera, every single time he goes up after me like, oh, there's Krusty the Clown.
I got a question for you. Business question now.
Once you're paying me like they pay Krusty,
here's my question
someone
for
need
you.
a stand-in or something? What?
When is Chonkless coming back?
It already did. You were fucking on the show.
No, that's your place. I'm talking about actual Chonkless. Your place is now the Gravy Train.
The 24th, I think. 24th.
Because then it's going to be on the Strip now.
Yeah, tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, Slammy is... Shankla has moved to the Thunderbird, which is on Las Vegas Boulevard.
Where?
Right before the pawn shop.
Oh.
Right by that place that's a wedding chapel and shit.
Shit.
All Wells got married here, whatever.
So somewhere between Fremont and the Strip.
Yeah.
Okay.
And no, it's at the very end of the Strip.
Okay.
Las Vegas Boulevard. If you go all the way down the Strip, the pawn shop be on your right. What about 2 blocks up before that? There's like a wedding chapel, and in there is a place called the Thunderbird, and that's where Shankla's is. And tomorrow, Slammy's starting his show back up again. Down there with Ty Rivera's headline.
I want to see that.
Yeah, we should go.
Oh, let's go.
I got to work, though.
Fucking tell them the Del Monte kids can wait.
I can't.
I know.
I've had to work my schedule because I'm going to Arizona on Thursday. Speaking of that.
All right, Arizona.
Yeah, I'm driving to Lake Havasu, Arizona, where I'll be headlining on Thursday night. Actual headlining.
Now. So
here's the gig.
How did you get the gig?
I wanted to say this.
How'd you get the gig?
From a guy named Mario Sanz.
And did you have to send him?
I was recommended to the gig by McAnally.
Okay, that's networking, in other words.
And then when I started the Gravy Train show, he emailed me and was like, "Oh, I want to do your show, and also I have this date open if you want it."
Nice.
And so he just gave me. He's like, "You were recommended to me by Steve McAnally." So,
no, I guess I was just wondering.
No, but what I wanted to say is this, which I wanted to post is most people don't understand show business, how it works beyond turning on their television or something.
Yeah, Adam.
Like they don't understand the inner workings and the sausage factory that's underneath of it. You know what I mean?
I don't know about the sausage factory.
You never heard that saying, like, you don't know how the sausage is made.
Yeah, oh, well, yeah.
It's the same as entertainment. People always see a guy show up on TV and they go, "Oh, look, he was an overnight success." They don't know his 20 years of fucking beating around, bars and clubs. And
I know a lot about beating it for 20 years.
Living in hotel rooms by himself. No, but I'm saying, like, there's usually a big, long story behind that guy before you saw him, but no one ever hears that story.
I know about beating something long.
What I wanted to say is, this is the culmination of probably 5 years of work. What's going to happen on Thursday? Like, I'm officially back as a comedian. After Thursday, I can say that, and I'm not going back. I came back, started from nothing as an open micer, even at home. I didn't try to ride on what I had done in the past. I came back. I started fresh, all over.
Yeah.
And 5 years has taken me to build myself back up to this moment. I'm going to do 45 minutes headlining set and get paid money, and I'm saying I'm not going back.
Good.
If you want me now, you're going to have to pay it. It's like, you better book me now while you can afford it.
Watch you get an ego. You say that to Charlie. If you want me now, Charlie, you gotta pay.
No, me and her are going out on the road.
Yeah.
Together as co-headliners.
Bruce is going to nail Charlie in a different city every night.
Every night.
That woman's going to be walking sideways.
In every hotel chain we can.
Charlie's going to be sore.
Every truck stop.
Watch Bruce come with Charlie as she walks around with an ice bag between her legs.
No, I'm just saying. It's taken me a long time to build myself back, but I did it.
XPR, not for nothing. Where are you from? That you know that Lake Havasu has a lake. That part of Arizona is like blonde girl, blonde hair, blue eye, central.
Right.
Arizona is literally a state. Arizona. If you ever drive to Phoenix from here,
that's not true. We went to Flagstaff once. Me and Ralph.
I haven't seen him in a while. Where's he been?
He's down there at the Delirious Comedy Club, being the house host.
Where's that?
He's down there 2-3 times a night.
Where?
It's in the Alexis Park.
Where?
The Alexis Park Resort.
I don't know what that is.
It's like a swingers resort.
What?
But they have like a main room. Yeah.
What?
It's like a swingers resort.
Woo!
Garland used to have a show there.
Why am I not surprised? He probably sits there and make fun of him. Hey guys, did you think you were gonna go in there and fuck every bitch in this place with that 5-inch cock?
This is the thing. I got really lucky, and I have to thank these guys. Like when I moved here, I didn't really know anybody. And then
you knew me,
except for Brandon. No, I met you here.
No, I know.
When I moved here, I knew one person that lived in Las Vegas, Brandon, and I had never been to Las Vegas, so I had no idea what I was coming into. I just knew that the scene was better and had more opportunities than where I was at. So
that was the first time. That's what you said. The first time you met Charlie.
So I moved here. The second night I was here, I ran into Shaw, and what Shaw did was
who?
Chris Shaw.
Oh.
And I know Chris Shaw from back in the Midwest, so for more than 20 years. So he knew my whole story, everything that I had been through. So he spread that around a little bit. He started telling people, who I used to be. And that gave me some credibility. And then McAnally let me do the rib show at Rick's Rolling Smoke, which is the Pawn Stars pawn shop. And so I started doing that show. Boy, I'm just saying. So they helped me to get established.
Right.
And then Garland had some shows that he was doing down on Fremont Street, and he had this show at the Lexus Park, and he put me on those shows. So I became legitimate, like pretty quickly, way quicker than I expected. You know what I mean? As far as like, oh, just not another open mic guy, And I wouldn't be here right now.
She's not here today. Where is Rosalinda? Where's Ro?
I don't know. I don't know where she is.
She's usually here.
But I wouldn't be here where I am today without those people.
I was a kid who got dragged along by the older kids to have coitus.
Like, let's drive down to Arizona.
Beautiful.
They have all the Scandinavian women you can imagine.
Yeah. Oh my God, Arizona's full of that. Arizona is literally, when you go to, so I had to drive, when I got hired at the place I'm at now, at Cons, the training used to be in Texas.
Good Aryan stock down there.
Oh my Lord. It's just, I stopped at a gas station. First of all, I don't like driving this. The first time out, I get nervous driving to some place I've never been to before because I don't know where I'm going. The first couple of times I had to drive to LA, made me nervous because it's a lot of nothing for miles on end.
Oh yeah. No, you're in the desert.
The drive to Phoenix is worse because you don't even have cell reception. You could go to the most desolate spot on the 15 going west, and you'll still have a signal. You can call someone. I don't know who would fucking find you, but the other direction. First of all, when you go to this area, something amazing happens when you leave Nevada. Each state has its own topography, like the borderline. As soon as you cross into Arizona, the empty desert of just scrub becomes cactus, like immediately. And you're like, that's when you get over the border. It's amazing. When you go from Nevada to Utah, immediately.
Mountains and shit.
Right?
No.
Red soil, Martian red soil like this is what you see immediately. As soon as you cross over. When they made these states.
What about New Mexico?
I've never been. But I've you drive. Okay.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd like to go.
All right. When you go, I stop at a gas station.
You can go to Albuquerque and buy some of that Heisenberg meth. They sell it at the candy store. No, it's like a rock candy.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! I ain't getting wet with you.
No, it's no, I don't do that kind of shit. But when they made the show, this candy store in Albuquerque made them a bunch of blue rock candy. That was what they used as prop, and then so they sell it in this candy store.
All right. Yeah.
Heisenberg meth.
But so I stop at
in little baggies like this.
You stop at a gas station on the way to Phoenix. It's on the city limits, an hour outside of Phoenix. Every girl was kind of like 5'5", a little thick, bubble butt, blonde hair, blue eyes, pearly white teeth.
Right.
Kind of southerny, but not too over the top southerny. And woo,
This is Arizona.
I
see there must be some good pussy if you're driving 2.5 hours to try to get some.
No, it wasn't that. I did job.
Them.
Oh.
He said he's going down to the lake, but it's 2.5 hour drive. So.
No, it's very simple. That's every hooker in fucking Vegas looks the same.
Yeah, it is. And I stopped at Santa Fe on the way here. It was really cool. It was like a really old town. Like some of it looked like still like an old west.
Are there any
all adobe buildings?
Are there any shows in Albuquerque?
No, but that's the point. Or I'm sure there is. I just got to find out. But
Phoenix,
I'll try to get booked.
What about Phoenix?
No, there's places to work.
Phoenix, I
just haven't tried to get any.
I went to some mics in Phoenix, and
I'm saying after Thursday, I'll know.
All right,
I can do this, and I'm doing it.
And then what I'll do is all right. So here's what I'll do. I'll put it out there right now. If you can give me some gigs over there, and I got to prove it and do some work, obviously, we can take the fucking Camaro.
Well, we gotta.
I gotta build up my set more, but I've been doing.
Once I get it, I don't have no clout to be like, let me bring my.
No.
But I can probably be like, hey, I'll bring somebody if you do a guest spot or something.
That's what I'm saying.
No, that's what I mean.
And we could split spots and no single bed. I'm not cuddling up with you. Those are my rules. It's got to be twin beds.
No, fucking separate rooms. Fuck.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, well, I'll do the sock on the door. Oh, you know what?
No, we can do this.
You know what's depressing? You know what's fucking depressing? This is how I know I'm a degenerate. I go to Vegas, every massage parlor in Vegas, for the most part. If you see a woman,
like, oh, Mr. Basilari, you're back again.
So
your usual table.
I go to this. I go to my hotel, which is in Goodyear. Goodyear is a suburb of Phoenix. It's right on the highway too. It's really convenient.
I need to go to Phoenix because my best friend lives there.
And
well, one of my best friends.
I get over there, and across the parking lot, it was very weird. They literally wedged the hotel in the middle of a Walmart parking lot. Bizarre. And
why putting the massage parlor next to Walmart? That's not bizarre.
That's
called marketing.
Yeah. So it's like one of those malls where it's just more parking lot than anything else.
Your clientele.
And it's like literally the Walmart parking lot, little narrow alley road for the the cars to get in the parking lot, then strip of little shitty chain restaurants, then another massive parking lot in the hotel.
Right.
And right next in between all these chain restaurants was an Asian massage parlor.
Dude, if you wanted to the ultimate capitalist, if I was the ultimate capitalist, this is what I would build. A big strip mall, right? Where it has a Walmart here, then that massage parlor, then a dentist, and then one of those fucking places where they give out Oxycontin, pain relief clinic.
Well, so anyways,
that's $1 billion idea.
I know I'm a degenerate. I get in here,
One-stop shopping.
Asian massage parlor, right? I'm in heaven. I'm like, you know what? It's Wednesday night. This fucking this course is a drag. It's a fucking drag. It's like, okay, now you need to know, really important, what year was cons started? What was cons? You need to be able to tell your clients the story because people aren't
brainwash training.
People aren't really going to know the brand. It's your job to be a brand ambassador and spread the word.
Bootlicker. That's a different.
So I'm like, I'm stressed out. I don't like tests. I don't like this old, but I got 100 on the test. I don't because it's so horseshit. Meanwhile, none of this. You don't use. You go, hey, welcome to cons. You've been here before. What's your name? Blah, blah, blah. Hi. Do you want to be bothered? Do you want to basically when you see me, my question to you is, do you want to be bothered?
It's like the Best Buy people.
Yeah.
Can't walk into Best Buy without some fucking person.
What are you talking about?
How you doing? What
no,
what can I help you with?
Not out here.
Let me show you this.
What are you on? Not out here. They don't.
No, but in the Midwest.
Bullshit. Here, I walked into a Best Buy and I literally parked myself in front of a $1,500 laptop, and I sat down. I started reading the sign. Nothing.
Waiting.
I picked up the laptop. Nothing. I start tinkering with the BIOS. Nothing. I'm literally fucking. I could be uploading porn. They don't give a fuck out here. Best Buys in Vegas are shit. But I'm at this massage parlor, and I opened the door, and who should be there?
Walmart has a pharmacy. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's a one-stop shop mall.
Yeah.
You get everything there. You get your dental work. You get your blowjob. You get your oxys. You get all your goods at Walmart.
I get to this place. You know what I see on the door, Bruce?
What?
I see a Wounded Warrior sticker.
Right.
And I'm confused. I'm like, this is an Asian massage parlor. When's the Ming Ting? What does she care about Wounded Warriors? This is bizarre.
Maybe her grandfather was in the Viet Cong or something.
I opened the door. Caption that picture.
Hey, you asked the fucking question.
So I get there, and who's there? Who's at the front desk? But one of these blonde-haired, blue-eyed women.
Right.
And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm like, is this a massage parlor? Well, yes, it is, sir. An Asian massage parlor? Why, yes, the masseuse is Asian.
Right.
How
Why
Asian?
Is that? So wait, but the woman that you're talking to isn't
white.
No, I was gonna say she don't sound Asian.
No, she's a southwestern woman.
Hello, Michelle. Thanks for joining us. Anyway, what?
Holy shit! Hey, welcome. Another cons survivor.
Oh. All these people are watching now because they're sitting home unemployed.
No, Michelle.
Well, I got nothing else to do.
Michelle, we'll get into her. We'll get into. I don't want to give anything, but she was subjected to very foul. She was exposed to chemical warfare. Yes, happy ending. Well, we're gonna get to that. So I'm expecting there to be a little catch and release, and no, the woman comes out and she goes. Now she's got an accent. She's got like a southerny accent. She's like, "Oh yeah, my name is Michelle." Could be what. My name is Michelle. I'm like,
wait, she's Asian?
Yeah, and now
sounds
yeah, they're all fucking. It's like,
wait, where is this?
This is in Phoenix,
Arizona.
Yes, there's
Why do they sound southern?
They were not southern E. So
because I was saying, I
know. But anyway, so I'm sitting here going, wait a minute. What the fuck is going on here? Am I in the Twilight Zone? I'm like, this is an Asian massage parlor. And I'm whispering. Everyone's talking normal. I'm whispering like, this is an Asian massage parlor, right?
They Hunter S. Townsend. Did I just say that or think it?
Just hold on a second. You provide massage services. I'm talking like I'm Robert Kraft, like trying not to get caught. I'm like, you provide massage services. Well, yes, sir, we do provide massage services, and all the proceeds go to Wounded Warriors. 10% of it all goes to Wounded Warriors because we have to help our brave American men and women servicemen. I'm suddenly not in the mood.
You know what I always found funny?
I think I'm going to check hotel services.
No one ever sees the irony in a society where the government destroys these people and then doesn't take care of them, and then we have to take care of them. Nobody ever questions it. Nobody ever says like, why do we have to take care of these people? How come the government doesn't take care of them? They're the ones fucked them up.
Technically,
people are like, I love this country. I can't wait to sign up.
I know. Look, I know people who have served, and I know people who have seen horrible shit. And anytime one of my best friends out here, he's a Marine. When you see somebody who's about to enroll in the Marines, he tells them what section of the Marines to try to enlist in, and then he goes, "Look, man, you're gonna have fun." That's what he says every time. You're gonna have fun. Now he's serious. He's genuine.
You like killing folks?
No, he's not even. He doesn't approach it from that. He's got brothers there, and I respect that. I'm not down. No. And the way he looks at it, he goes, "You're gonna have a life experience. You travel the world. There's every possibility that you could be fucked up permanently in any branch of the armed services, and that's that. I've got no disrespect for that. My point was, it's a fucking Asian massage parlor. I'm not expecting, fucking country western bullshit to be going
Really,
down.
you walk in there and they're playing like Sarah McLachlan's "Sad Puppy" fucking video.
Yeah.
Right, we're like 10% of these massage fucking profits goes to help these dying dogs, and you're just like, well, now I'm crying. I don't even feel like fucking getting a blowjob. Can we bring the mood up a little here? Like,
and I'm just like,
I'm already depressed enough. I got to come in here to get.
Wait a minute. And I'm trying to ask, like, this is going to be a happy ending, and all I'm getting is.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm already depressed enough. I've got to come in here and pay for this fucking rub and tub, and
I'm trying to find out if we're gonna get my member jerked off, and I'm getting.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm even more depressed now. Thank you. That's what I said.
I don't want to do this anymore.
I'm gonna go out in the parking lot and blow my fucking brains out.
I'm gonna go to the fire. I went to the hot tub, and I'm like, and then one of the guys is training with, he's like, dude, what are you doing? And I'm like, don't walk by the hot tub. You don't want to see this. Get away from me. This is inappropriate for young viewers.
You don't want to see.
Jesus Christ. Fucking massage parlor that does massage.
No, there's back to what we were talking about in the beginning. There's full circle to the two different things. Like, yeah, in the rub and tug, it's like a kind of dirty, shameful, feeling kind of a thing. And then you go to places like the Green Door where people are just like, yeah.
Wait a minute, no, hold on. Now, XPR's got a question because you have no idea all the amps on the East Coast. Oh, I'm from the East Coast. And 2 years ago, I went to go baptize my godson. And I said, you know what? I'm from New York. But I only did stand-up comedy once in New York. I went to one open mic. It was a weird experience. It wasn't a good experience or a bad experience. I'm from Westchester County and Bronx. To go into New York City, which Manhattan, let's be real, when we say New York City, is expensive. To do open mics in Manhattan or to do open mics in LA, you have to have money. And you have to be able to have money to travel across to wherever the open mic is, because they could be at polar opposite sides of the city, number one, which is expensive.
On the fucking train, dude.
Well, no, but that's time consuming. Time loss is money loss, no matter what you do. No matter what you do, time is the one currency you can't fuck with. And the other thing is, you got to pay to go in there. You got to give a minimum drink and a cover. So it's like going to a strip club. It's like, you're going to go up.
When I did Mike in New York, I signed up online, and then I agreed to bark for 2 hours on the sidewalk. Which is,
yes,
you go there and then they give you a
flyers.
Fucking stack of flyers, and
right.
You go outside for 2 hours on the sidewalk and hand out.
And you say Eddie Murphy played here
on the show,
yeah.
And then you get a spot.
Right.
That's how I got the spot.
This was different. I went to.
But that was New York. That's not my first.
I'm talking about in New York. No,
he's asking how did pop your cherry, which means the first time. The first time I did stand-up comedy ever, I signed up at Go Bananas Comedy Club in Cincinnati, Ohio, and they have a bringer show on Wednesdays. You bring 5 people to see you, and you get a spot.
My first
I brought
time,
5 people, and they let me on.
My first time was in somewhere near Soho. By, I want to call it the Mercury Lounge or something like that. It's somewhere near that area on Essex Street. I remember Essex Street. And I Googled it. And when I got there, the room was all crushed velvet, red velvet. The walls, everything was fucking red velvet. And it was fucking amazing. And I'm like, wow, this is going to be an awesome place to start. And I'm going to tell my stories because everyone knows I tell my stories. And I got my friend with me, so I kind of did a bringer thing. It's only one guy, so I'm sitting there and I grab my drink. I get cranberry vodka, and the bartender goes, "What the fuck are you doing?"
"What are you on your period?"
and that's what I thought. So I'm like this. I'm like, and he goes, "No, I don't give a fuck about what drink you bought. Aren't you here for the show?" I said, "Yeah. I mean, you got this beautiful place in there. Downstairs, stupid." "Oh, downstairs."
Into the fucking dirty fucking basement that they haven't used for fucking 500 years.
So I go downstairs.
Still got a prohibition fucking trap door. Like
yeah. So the guy looks at me, and if you've ever seen Goodfellas, where they're trying to whack Karen Hill, and he goes, no, I'm not Karen.
Yeah. Oh, over there. Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah.
Over there?
Right.
Yeah, go, come on. So the guy looks at me like this. He goes, you gotta go down. You gotta go down the stairs. You gotta go down the stairs. I'm gonna find out, I'm in hot dogs. I'm gonna find out a part of a Hebrew national,
Right.
So I get downstairs, and in this tiny little black basement is a bunch of Alcoholics Anonymous black shitty leather chairs with the foam popping out of them.
Right.
And one massive spotlight, like an industrial level spotlight used to find the Titanic, from the shores of Manhattan. And it's pointed right at your skull. It almost looks like
a dive bar. Right?
Yeah.
All you can see is that one light. Ah!
Yes. Yeah. I was at the dive bar last night. It was good.
Whoever's sitting right in
front. Right. So now they've got the amplifier right next to the microphone and the speaker, the monitor right next to the microphone. So every time you say something, it's like,
right. Yeah. Feedback. Yeah.
And I'm trying to do it like Andrew Dice Clay. I got a leather jacket on. I'm sitting on the stool. I'm trying to be like, what the fuck do I know? This is like 11 years ago. I'm like, hey, hickory dickory dock. Exactly. So I'm driving and I'm trying to do all that. And I'm driving down the fucking street, and this fucking pig stops me. And he goes, oh, what have you been drinking? Right. And here's the thing. My friend's laughing before I get to the punchline.
Because you're fucking terrible already.
No, he's laughing because he knows the story, because he's heard me tell the story. So here's what he's doing. So he's going like this. He goes, yeah, man, I remember this. Now, the other three people in the audience. The first guy's sitting on a director's chair. Like I'm applying, like I'm trying to get in a fucking porno.
Like he's scouting for Late Show with David Letterman.
Right. He's just like, he's giving me one of these. He had blonde hair, and he's got like little blonde hair, and he's like this.
There's a lot of weirdness.
Then there was two other comedians, and they're staring at me like this. They're staring at me like they've got like a notepad. They're like hopefuls. They're like,
right.
And every time I'm telling a joke, it's like here. So I'm driving over there, and then this comes. That's the look. That look you just gave right there is the fucking look that went on for 5 minutes. And then, mind you, I'm also wearing a leather jacket. It's like spring. The light blinding me is causing me to sweat profusely. And afterwards, I'm like, hey everyone, thank you very much. So how was that?
I don't know why I just thought of this. It was like, did Marcus just come on the show like just to air out some years old grievance and then leave?
Yes. Yes.
I'm like, really?
Yeah.
He's holding his grudge like for that long?
I forgot what it was. I don't pay it any mind because I just.
No, I just think it's like that's fucking funny.
Guys, you remember back in 2019?
It's like he just came on just to yell at you.
Yeah.
On the comments, and then he just left. Like, and then it's like, guys. That made me think that this was something that was going on now.
No, it was a one-off.
Like, no, some years old grudge.
It was a one-off. It was like, you know what? This person chooses to be identified as a woman, and I just want to preemptively tell you that you should get into the habit of now saying she instead of he. It's just going to make everything easier for everybody involved. Meanwhile, one time I said he, and he was, and the person was just like, whatever. Anyways, and we just kept talking. The only one who made a deal out of it was Marcus. And also Blue Amnesia.
No, I get that.
So April and Marcus looked at me like I.
But for him to come on tonight, just to yell at you like that about something that
I gave it no thought. I gave
years ago. It was like,
Bruce, would you say you know me well enough?
It's kind of strange.
But Bruce, would you say you know me well enough now to know when I get actually angry about a topic?
No, I know you're not mad. I'm just saying.
I gave it this.
You don't think that's weird?
No, because it's Marcus. It's Marcus. It's seeking attention, Marcus. We've been talking about cancel culture level shit, and I still like the guy. He wants me to do his wrestling podcast.
Oh, you should. At least you know about it.
This is Marcus, and I just want to say, first of all,
to do it because
Patreon is the best way to get money to me. And this show is brought to you by Patreon because that's the best way to get money to me.
No, he's got a job now.
and I'm also working as a
delivering pizzas at Domino's.
I deliver these piece of shit Domino's pizzas, which are part of the white establishment, and but I have to do it right now.
No, he's working at Papa John's. That's the white establishment.
And I wouldn't take a job from that fucking John Schnatter because he's a fucking piece of shit. And I don't want to.
How's the Vegas comic scene? It's good. Yeah. I mean, it was good.
Oh wait, holy Warwick! Holy shit! I almost moved to Warwick.
It was great. It was great before the shutdown happened.
Oh, hold on.
And then the shutdown happened. Everything stopped.
So right now.
I mean, I answered this fucking
question.
I
know. It's great. Yeah, I know. But he's from fucking Warwick. My favorite drink is Angry Orchard hard cider. They get the apples for that.
Hard fucking core.
From Warwick, New York. Warwick, New York is on Route 9A.
It is delicious.
And it's on the other side of the Hudson River. And to get there, you have to go up a massively steep hill. Massive steep hill, and on the right side of the highway is this drop, like goes like 1,000 feet down. So in the winter, God forbid you slide off the rail, you're dead. You're going to an embankment.
There's not a guardrail.
There is, but it's like they ain't holding back shit. It's because my friend Sal wanted us to move there because we were going to move to Warwick, and you go up this steep. It's called the Palisades.
Right.
It's the other side of the Hudson River, and it goes up like a roller coaster. Then you go all the way straight down, and then there's farms everywhere, and that's Warwick.
Is that where the fuck, what's that called?
The
place where all the fucking old comics used to perform. The Catskill. Is that the Catskill?
No. Warwick is far south of the Catskills.
Okay.
It's
But they have like resorts up there, and all the old comics used to work there. I always wanted to do it just because it's one of those legendary things that you could say you did it.
Yeah, hold on a second. That's Warwick. So I'm from basically here. And here is Yorktown Heights. That's where I was raised. And here. But I was also in the Bronx. Up until I was 10, I spent half the week in the Bronx with the grandparents, just back and forth. From the Bronx to Yorktown, Bronx to Yorktown. Then I moved to this place right here called Croton on Hudson. But Warwick is on the exact opposite side.
I see it.
And you go up the Route 9A.
Look, it's by Wakanda State Park.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Wawayanda. That's a weird.
Yeah, and
Wawayanda State Park.
Warwick.
Never been. Look, there's a Florida. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, there's a Florida in there.
That's where we send all the stupid people.
Oh wait, did you say Warwick? Oh yeah, Warwick. You know, I was mistaken. That's not the place I was thinking of. I'm thinking of Walden. Close enough. Another place. I'm thinking of Walden. That's the place I'm thinking of where they make all the apples. But yeah, and anything that's a skill in it. Peak skill, shithole. Fish skill, shithole. Every other place. All right, so you got hold on, New York City. Let's do this. Manhattan, nice. Yonkers, shithole. Tarrytown, nice. Ossining, shithole. Cortland, nice. Peekskill, shithole.
Join us next week where Rob dissects the state of West Virginia.
Cold Springs, beautiful. Fishkill, massive shithole. Wappingers Falls, beautiful white people doing, rich, snobby white people shit.
Why have I heard of Poughkeepsie?
Spack and Kill, shithole.
I've heard of Poughkeepsie.
Poughkeepsie, kind of a shithole. It's kind of.
I've heard of it though. Why?
Because it's a major city, and anytime somebody says, "Are you?" That's the old conversation. Is Poughkeepsie considered upstate New York? I don't think so. Then you got Kingston. Almost got a job here, and I was like, "Wait a minute, Kingston's on the west side of the river, and it's way the fuck north of New York City now." Shithole. I said no. Catskill. Nope. And then the Hudson.
You see, this is the part.
And then Albany.
I'm saying, you just look at these maps and you see this is what America is. What people don't get and why it's so divided is you see even in New York, there's what 2, 3, maybe 4 major cities like Syracuse.
Here it is. It's New York
Albany,
City,
New York.
But
the rest of it is like Kentucky, man.
Yes, it is.
It's all spread out, farmers and fucking
That is correct.
And fucking that's what America is.
Right here. This is called Binghamton. Binghamton is on the river.
And all those hicks are always like, well, nobody's listening to us.
Right. This right here is called Binghamton. And Binghamton is a little old town It's a little city, and it looks like something out of a model train set, and it's all buildings. You know what it looks like? It looks like Hill Valley and Back to the Future.
Right.
Now, if you go 5 miles in any direction outside of this, it's the hills have eyes.
No, that's what I'm saying. But that's what America is.
But
all over it.
But the best part of New York, the most scary part of New York is Onion Town. Onion Town is the scariest fucking place in New York. Onion.
He's like, Bedford Stuyvesant ain't got shit on Onion Town.
There are lots and lots of stories about Onion Town. And when you drive up there, it's basically a bunch of toothless psycho rednecks.
Dude, you want to know what's a dangerous place? And you wouldn't think if you said it.
What?
Where you would go and have a more than 50% chance of getting killed.
Where?
Gary, Indiana.
Michael Jackson's hometown?
Yes. But at one time, it was the per capita murder capital of the world. I mean, of the country. Like, it's a hardcore fucking place. Fucking gangsters, you know. It's because it's just a bunch of, because all the industry that was there went away. So there's a bunch of poor people unemployed. It just became like a drug dealing fucking, you know, free for all.
Oh, Buffalo. Mega shit town. Mega shithole.
Even they ain't been wings, man.
Buffalo, New York is a mega shithole. And when you go from the bridge that takes you into
these places are gonna love Rob when he.
Oh yeah, I don't give a damn.
He gets big enough to go there.
I want to go to Rochester. I want to visit Rochester.
Nice to be here in your shithole town.
Hey, wrestlers do it all the time. I want to. When you go to Buffalo and cross into Canada, they literally like. There's a guy who sits at the border just flicking the cigarette butts from New York and flicking them
into Canada.
Buffalo is a mega shithole. Rochester is like a nice old Syracuse. Syracuse is a tiny little nothing city. It's like you drive and you just see trees everywhere, pine trees everywhere, big trees, and all of a sudden you see like 2 skyscrapers, and then you go, oh wait a minute, there's a third skyscraper. Is that it? Is that it?
It's like Cincinnati, Ohio.
Rome, New York. Rome, New York is where Woodstock really was. There is a Woodstock, New York, but actual Woodstock was not at Woodstock. It was at Rome, New York. Let me see.
Join us next week for C-list trivia.
Philadelphia is the only thing. Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and Allentown, Pennsylvania, the only reason to go in the state. Allentown.
Yeah, I've done lots of shit just to get from one show to another in Pennsylvania, sometimes 4 hours. Or 3.
Well, I forgot how far west Pittsburgh is.
It's so far. Yeah, no, it's far.
I thought that was
to get from Pittsburgh to Philadelphia is another
4-hour drive.
Yeah, it's a 4-hour drive.
Philadelphia's got good food. Pittsburgh has some of the best sandwiches in the world. Allentown, Pennsylvania's got all of the theme parks. Scranton, fuck it. The only reason Scranton is anything is because of The Office.
Rob Basileri standing in for Rick Steves tonight.
Then we got
what the fuck are you doing?
Then we got Vegas.
When has become a travel channel all of a sudden?
And another news. I gotta play the guitar music. The best thing in Las Vegas, go to Moapa. Now, you just reminded me. It is March. You know what that means? In about a couple of months, I have to go to Moapa and get my fireworks for 4th of July.
Oh yeah.
That's 4 months away, dude. 4 months, and then I just babysit them for 4 months. I just stare
at them and jerk off.
Oh god.
Soon you will ignite.
Oh god.
My passion will ignite fully.
Oh yeah. So what you do?
Shower into the air across the sky.
Now, there's 2 things you could do. You could either go into.
Something wrong with you. Did anybody ever tell you that?
Yes, all the time. You either go and take the 15, not the 15. You take this is where we are right now on 160. Probably shouldn't say that. I have some whack job at my front door.
No, I don't want to say.
But you take the 160 all the way up to this mountain. This is bullshit right here because this doesn't even give it any justice. This is the most curvy ass fucking dangerous ass road where a bunch of guys, and rightfully so, are in turbo diesel fucking big trucks and dualies in the back. And they're pissed off me. I'm in my Honda Civic V 4-cylinder shitbox. No, not even. It was more like this. The transmission's exploding.
Right. I'd love to continue this geographic journey across the United States.
You got to go to Pahrump.
Yeah,
Pahrump is where
to work. Pahrump is where the chicken ranch is.
Yes, so they got the ranches and they've got the fireworks over there.
Which too. A lot of people don't know that because I didn't know that when I moved here.
Right.
Prostitution not legal here in Vegas.
Everywhere else,
It's
yes.
legal in the state of Nevada, not here in Vegas.
And not in Washoe County,
I'm
where
just saying,
Reno is.
not
Not in
here in
Reno.
Vegas.
You can't.
If you want to do legal prostitution, you got to drive to Pahrump.
Yes. Reno, no.
Which is
Vegas,
strange.
no.
I thought like that you could just pick up a hooker, like, you know,
No.
in the hotel lobby at fucking in Vegas.
No, you can't.
No, but I'm saying I thought that when I came here. It's like, oh, everything's legal. You know, it's legal, but it's not that legal as you would think.
No. And you cannot go onto Area 51 and just chill. They will shoot you.
Yeah. No, we just went to the Area 51 little stop.
No, I know what you probably did. You probably went up to the front gate and went, "Where's the aliens? Want to see him? Bring him out. Tell them Bruce Leonard says so."
Anyway, I got to go to work. So, as usual, we thank
each
and every one of you.
Music time.
For hanging out with us. And we'll be here next week. Next week is our official 1-year anniversary. 52 shows will be next week, which means 1 year we've been on the air. And again, we thank each and every one of you for watching, as always. And if you like us, tell your friends. If you hate us, tell everybody.
And next week, I will give you the full map of the United States and tell you which places are shitholes and which places are worth visiting.
Yes. Rick Steve's replacement, Rob Bosler, will take you on another journey. Of all the fascinating state parks and other touristy traps.
You can find that on my new Facebook show called Shitholes
Every lot
and Sit-ins.
And Walmart parking lot whore across the country.
You can see shitholes and sit-ins right after dive bars, dives, and stops on the Food Network.
Anyway, seriously, we love you. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next week. 1-year anniversary of the show.
Good night. I gotta look at the shitholes.